Hey guys, this video is a part two, and I want to speak on human activist rights. One of the things that I think that we as human beings are not understanding is that we're focused so much on the number that we don't look at people anymore. We look at them as a number and out the dollar sign. But we as human beings need to start looking at the reality of where we started as society, where we're gonna be if we don't look at us as human beings, not iRobots or drones. People need to start thinking about things they do. Start investing, start making everything all propaganda and marketing, and saying it's gonna be the next biggest thing. It's gonna fix everything. There's a technology watch out there that is trying to replace, you know, having babies. Honestly, because or I don't know what the watch is, something like XYZ gene, but just think about it. If you have families, got kids, what if tomorrow, your kids are taken by the robots? Those things you got to think about. It's not just about money. We need to start thinking clearly about what's best for the human being race. We need to start looking at, the ozone layer. Look at things that will help the ozone layer. We need to stop judging other people. Stop judging races. I mean, I'll take responsibility. I've judged Mexicans. I've judged other races. But as I look at what really needs to be done and needs to be fixed, we need to stop judging. We need to stop making laws and city ordinances that hurt other people just because they want money and just because they think they know what they want to do. We need to start opening our minds and thinking about stuff. I'm probably the most realist person, probably actually the smartest person, one of the smartest people on the planet, top 10%. But I don't build projects. I won't be building projects solely based on dollar sign. And I'll take my sweet time on it. Because if I feel like if it's something that 5, 10 to 20 years down the road won't help other people, then I won't build it. I think about things. And I think about what can be and what should be. Amazon, take that for example, or taking away jobs offline. People have a hard time, hiring. Sure, Amazon's got a new headquarters down south or whatever. They're whatever. But we're all about the job. We're all about the money, money, money. We don't look at jobs like they're used to. We don't think about the ozone layer. We don't think about what human beings need. We think about the dollar sign. That's all it's around now. I mean, yeah, we're making CNG cars and fuel efficient, but we're still struggling big time on thinking about people and human beings and what they need. And if we don't take a moment back and look at a human being as a race, it's going to be a World War 17, honestly. Do you want that? I don't. So if that's not what you want, why be so focused on the dollar sign and be so instant gratification like a lot of United States citizens are? That's why the United States is the third most hated country in the world. Because we don't think about things. We buy nice homes, nice cars, and we don't think how it's going to work. I mean, Italians, they drive nice cars. French people drive nice cars. But they're still the type of people that think about things. And they're a lot different than us Americans. And we need to change that. So we, as a human being race, we need to start thinking about what we're doing, looking at technology better, and thinking, if this is me, and if I want to be here tomorrow, let's say 10 years or whatever, if you don't, this doesn't apply to you. And I'm sorry, I really am. I don't know who you are. If you want to end your life, it's a personal decision. One of the things I'll be focusing on helping people, their emotional situations and whatever, but I can't judge you. I don't know what you're going through, but that's a personal decision. Anyways, we need to, if we want to be here 5, 10, 15 years down the road, we need to think and use our brains, which we were given. And we have to start realizing that our actions have consequences. And I'm taking Utah and the guardianship fraud to the level they did as a prime example. That they were so focused on the dollar sign, they didn't look at me as a number. as a human being. They looked at me as a number. Yeah, there we go. They looked at me as a number. And they looked at how much hatred and jealousy internally they felt, and how like we're gonna continue harassing him through Wasser's mental health, interrogation, the Mormons, and they know who they are. They can hide all they want, but they know what they're doing. They know how they're doing it. And they let two monsters be a prime example of why we as human beings need to start understanding that our actions have consequences, whether short term, whether long term. And the money that was derived from this fraud case over the past 10, 15, 20 years could have saved millions of lives in domestic abuse, suicide, homelessness, and helped build a lot of businesses. But because political leaders, both on a city level, state-wide level, and as Utah overall, and Mormons, it was basically derived from the Mormons who wanted to prove a point. They could grow some balls and look at what it did to me and how me as a human being. Sure, I have my challenges, but I'm not a number. And I'm not a paper. I laugh at them now because a paper, come on now, grow up. You know what? I look deep in my soul and see that the things that I learned here, I can never take back. I can't begin to explain how hurt I am. I can't begin to explain how many people will judge and assume that they know everything about me, that they know that they're right and I'm wrong, they won't listen. But you know what? The lives that these people wanted so badly to hide abuse, hide fraud, they didn't realize. Maybe they did, maybe they didn't. But they didn't realize to the T, I feel, how their hatefulness and disrespect to another person not only made me feel obviously abused, reality wise, but it made them look like people as a state need to be locked away. And I'm not saying that everybody's bad here, because that's not the case. But in city council meetings and community meetings, everybody could have taken a stand and says, you know what, we're gonna drop this, and we're gonna set him free. We're gonna allow him to help us. Instead, they stood behind corporate doors, like Jason Chavez, John Curtis, the political leaders who ran like pussies. I call them out online, and they just keep, acting all smiling like they're running for political office school. But your time's coming, guys. You run like a little girl because you never faced me like a man, and you never took responsibility for action. And the only reason John Curtis is still running is because the Mormons support him, because they throw some dollar signs in his pocket and they're all contributing. They don't care. It's all about the dollar sign. They don't care about the political season or political whatever. I feel personally that Utah doesn't give a shit. It's not the political system's failing, it's Utah. These people have all brought sources here, kept it quiet as fuck, but never could own up to their responsibilities as human beings. And but anyways, as human beings, we need to start owning up and taking responsibility for actions, and not acting better than anybody else. I may be cocky at times. That's just who I am. I know better than you. But disrespect another human being shows you're a pussy. And but anyways, yeah. So that's my video. Everybody have a great night. Todd Boss out. Peace.